Ladies and gentlemen, do understand the difference between diligence and hastiness. A hasty person hasn't thought things all the way through, and they're reactionary. A diligent person understands the situation and is willing to be patient and plan before making a movement. They don't hesitate to make movements, but they also thoughtful in what they do. Okay? In this video, JL Posters Real or Photoshop, one of my subscribers gave me an update. The name of the subscriber, shout out to you, is The Breakfast Lover. And they said that when you look at The Numbers, which is a website, Suicide Squad has just passed Civil War in combined Blu-ray and DVD sales. And Civil War has been on the home video market for over a month longer. We have a winner. Let's have a look at that, shall we? So it's Captain America Civil War, and we're in The Numbers. Overall, their total domestic video sales, that's DVD and Blu-ray sales, is $73,866,868. When we look at a breakdown of this in terms of video sales, we see that their weekly US DVD sales as of the present moment is $18,254,531 in 14 weeks. And when we look at their US Blu-ray sales, they're currently standing at $54,152,871 after 15 weeks. So roughly 18 million they made off of DVD sales, and off of Blu-ray, $54 million to get $73 million at present. Suicide Squad has made $75,244,374 in both DVD and Blu-ray sales, which is more than Captain America Civil War. Okay? Captain America Civil War is roughly 74 million. Suicide Squad is roughly at 75 million. So about 1 million more. When we look at the breakdown of US DVD sales and US Blu-ray sales, in 10 weeks they've made $22,861,205 in DVD sales. At that point in time, 10 weeks in, they were Captain America Civil War was at somewhere between $16 and $17 million. And still, they've only made $18 million in DVD sales. So Suicide Squad has made much more money, about at least $4 million to $5 million more than Captain America Civil War, which is what we're watching here. It's Captain America Civil War here, okay? And in a shorter time. This is in 14 weeks. This is in 10. So The Breakfast Lover, you are correct in terms of making more money overall, and it seems as though I can add they've made more money in DVD sales as well. $4 million more at least, or $5 million more. Now in terms of Blu-ray sales, so far in the 10th week, Suicide Squad has made $52,373,169. That is roughly $52 million. Whereas Captain America Civil War has made $54 million, so about $2 million more. Okay? So overall, Suicide Squad has made about $2 million more so far than Captain America Civil War, which makes sense. So, yes, The Breakfast Lover, you are absolutely correct. Now, you just need to notify me when Suicide Squad passes Age of Ultron numbers, if it ever does. And also, I would like to have a little update on Batman v Superman numbers at the box office. That would also be interesting to me. So, if we look at Suicide Squad's cumulative overall grossing so far, when we look at domestic sales and worldwide box office, we're looking at something close to 800 and what looks to me like $821 million. That's not bad. $821 million. Alright, cool. So, that's a great update. Thank you so much, The Breakfast Lover. Shout out to you. Do keep me posted on more updates of Suicide Squad, which continues to just shock us how much it is just sort of breaking certain records and doing things beyond even big movies in 2016. I mean, Captain America Civil War, I think, was the highest grossing comic book movie of 2016, and both Suicide Squad has done two things. It has made more money in the domestic sales than Civil War, and it's also had longer legs than Civil War by far. So that's pretty big. That's pretty big. This is a movie, remember, that has gotten 26% on Rotten Tomatoes. It's not supposed to be doing anything like this. Okay? It's not supposed to be doing anything near this when you get those kinds of ratings on Rotten Tomatoes. But see, this is what I love about life. The audience can appreciate something that the critics don't have to appreciate. I think that's what happened. Suicide Squad had an appeal to the audience, and that is what made this movie good. Batman v Superman had an appeal with the audience, and that's what made that movie good. Of course, the ultimate cut was better than the theatrical cut for most people, because it's much easier to follow. So at the end of the day, I don't really weigh in too heavily on what the critics say. They are good guides for a lot of movies, but for the most part, I think that when we have some partisan, and when you hear critics mentioning Marvel all the time, and even how they gloat over Guardians of the Galaxy 2 as if it did no wrong. I mean, I have defended the movie in terms of what I thought I saw, and what I went in to see I got, okay? But I see some people, and they know how to put a positive spin on something, but they could always put a negative spin on it, you know? But it is what it is. I'm looking forward to Wonder Woman. I don't care what the critics score it as, to be honest with you. I know Warner Brothers is looking for a home run with this movie, critically as well as in the box office. But quite frankly, all I care about is that the audience loves this movie. And if people love the movie, it will reflect in the box office. It's just what it is. And it will also reflect in its legs. So that's all I care about, really. I'm looking forward to the movie, and personally, I really don't care about all the other buzz around it. I see that there's still some people trying to put some negative elements, you know, highlight negative things about this DCEU movie. I'm sure there's still a lot of people out there, a significant amount, not the majority, but a significant amount, who love to see the DCEU fail so that Marvel Disney can continue without being contested. But quite frankly, that's not going to happen. And also, I also noticed that I even heard a person say, "Oh, this DC movie sucks. MCU needs to take it over," showing their true intentions. So if the industry is being bought over by Marvel, so be it. But what I will say is, and I saw it blatantly for the following movies: X-Men Apocalypse, I saw it blatantly for BVS. It was brewing with Man of Steel. So it's a long time in the making. But at the end of the day, I couldn't care less. I couldn't care less. Because those people, if that's what they're all about, they'll fall under their own weight, you know. So, I'm not really too much into that anymore. On that note, you guys, have a great one. Leave your comments in the comment section below about things that you like about my information here. If I get more information, especially from, shout out to my subscriber, The Breakfast Lover. If you give me more information, man, I'll take it and I'll run with it. Once it's something that's always verifiable, because I always like to show you the information. One thing you can count on me in this channel doing is showing you information. On that note, you guys have a great one.